your best one tip.
I'll give you my 3 top tips for now until they spawn. Zigs, 110%.
One spawn of sweet corn and then one little yellow popper. That's it. No more than one spawn of bait.
Obviously, you'll hear it a lot, location is paramount. If you're not on the carp, especially at this time of the year, you know, back into the winter, early part of the spring, if you are not on them carp, you are not going to catch them.
Cheese maker.
We're on citrus and chocolate at the minute.
We met on the Stevenies, Any tip for the winter time, early springtime? Your best one tip.
I'll give you my 3 top tips for now until they spawn. Zigs, 110%. Work the middle column of water for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Once the sun starts sort of getting higher in the sky and warming up that surface layer, top thirds. So if you're in 20 foot of water, 13 to 16 foot seems to be very good. Never neglect a single solid bag, especially against features like Tom mentioned. You got reeds, that's a magnet for carp. And the third one, really important to take your time and make sure you're on fish. Really, that initial thing there.
Localization fish.
Is everything.
Yeah.
You can have the best rigs, the best zigs, be prepared. If you're not on them, you ain't catching them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's spring fishing.
Exactly. If fish on the spot, we got the chance. If you
got no chance. No, you can be the best carp angler in the world, but if they're not in front of you, you ain't catching them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Legend.
Thank you very much.
No worries, mate. Pleasure.
Yeah.
So here we have the bait, mate. I'm going to show you how it works. Yep. So you get your bait here. Okay, comes with a little cup. Pop it in there. Got it?
Yep. Got it.
Okay. And then make sure it's pointing this way. You got a little clip. Lock it into place. Okay. So you can't cut your fingers. It only works when it's locked. Press the button down, it's going to whiz round, you'll hear it all whizzing round, you can see it inside here as well, whizzing round. Okay, so hold it back up, and then you've got to wait for it to change sound for it to all be fully ground down. If I stop it now, so you stop it by opening it, okay, so again it keeps it safe, it won't have fully ground it down because it hasn't changed sound, but yeah, you can see there it goes fairly fine. And so you can stop it at certain points if you want the lump still in there, but if you keep grinding it, it eventually goes down to that fine powder. So we listen to it change sound. We'll do it in a minute. Okay. Still a little bit more going on in there, just give it a sec.
How long's the battery like?
About 40 go.
40?
Yeah, about 40 drive. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then 3 or 4 hours to basically USB. It's got USB charger on it. Okay. And yeah, so recharge it 3 or 4 hours and it's ready to go again. So, and then yeah, there's your powder in there. All right, so all ground down. Got it? Yeah, all good. Brilliant. Cheers. Okay.
From this to that. Okay, thank you, mate.
All right, thank you, buddy. Cheers.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Hi,
Nice to meet you, mate.
Yeah, no, nice to meet you. I got a little channel, yeah,
Yeah.
and any tip for the winter time and early springtime? Yeah, 1 or 2 best tips.
So, obviously, you'll hear it a lot. Location is paramount. If you're not on the carp, especially at this time of the year, you know, back into the winter, early part of the spring, if you are not on them carp, you are not going to catch them. The carp are moving around a lot less. They're normally in much more localised areas. So yeah, being on them is key. Look for shows, speak to wranglers, find out where they've been caught, and fish to where you see them. Don't go crazy with the bait. You know, I see a lot of people putting a lot of bait in too early in the year. The carp, until they spawn, they are not looking for loads of bait. PVA bags, single bright hook baits, a couple of spoms over
How big?
of a popple.
Yeah.
So if I'm fishing single hook baits, I'd go for a 14mm popple, soaked in goo, so it's very got a lot of attraction. I like yellows and pinks. Some people like whites, but I'd definitely go high vis in the early part of the year rather than like match the hatch. If I'm spomming bait over the top, I like to use a lot of sweet corn and boilie crumb early in the year, so then I'll go down to a 12mm popple if I'm fishing like that, like over a bit of bait that I've spommed. But yeah, throwing sticking boilies over the top of your pop-ups. Again, in that case, I'll probably use a 14mm pop-up and throwing stick either 14 or 16mm baits over the top. But yeah, right, high attract hook baits, fished in the right place. Even zig rigs. Zig rigs are a great tactic for the sort of back end of the winter, early part of the spring, and they are.
But for the zig, where we looking fish on the top, on the middle, on the.
For the zig, I generally go for sort of the top, not the top third, sort of mid depth to a third of the depth. So say if it's 12 foot deep, I'd be looking to fish my zigs somewhere between 6 foot and 8 foot, which is like that sort of middle to upper third. That's usually a good starting point. Like 12 foot of water, 6 to 8 foot zig is usually a good, good depth. Say if it's 6 foot deep, a 3-4 foot zig is usually a good depth. Obviously, if the sun comes out later in the spring and it's really warm, they will get right up in the layers, and like 2 foot under the surface can be good, 1 foot under the surface. But yeah, sort of mid depth to a third of the way down is usually a good starting point with the zigs.
Okay, but what do you thinking about using a particle on the winter time or springtime?
It's venue dependent, really. I personally, I love using particle, but not in the back end of the winter, early part of the spring. I generally save my particle fishing for the summer. I think that generally depends on a lot of the venues that I'm fishing and the way I'm fishing them. Like in the spring, I'm more mobile, so I'm fishing like pop-up rigs that I can cast or zigs that I'm just moving around the lake to wherever I've seen signs of carp. I might move 2 or 3 times in a day, so spotting out particle just doesn't suit that type of fishing. Come the summer, I'll use loads of particle, but if you're on a higher stock venue, then especially hemp can be great at this time of the year, but generally I don't fish those type of venues. I'm fishing the lower stock lake, so I'm boilie fishing a lot of the time.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much.
No, nice to meet you. No
nice
problem
to meet
at all,
you.
mate.
Yeah.
Oh, can you feel it? Oh, bigger than the sky. Oh, can you hear it? Oh, see it in my eyes. I see oceans inside your eyes. I see oceans inside your eyes. I see oceans inside your eyes. I see oceans. I see oceans. Oceans inside your eyes. I see oceans inside your eyes. I see oceans inside your eyes. I see oceans. I see oceans.
Quick question. Any tips for the winter fishing you got at the moment?
Yeah, at the moment it's used almost no bait, almost nothing. I use 1 spom of sweet corn and then 1 little yellow popper, that's it. No more than one spom of bait.
On the winter time?
In the winter time, yeah.
Your tip on the spring?
In spring, it gets that something happens in the spring where they start to feed and you can use more bait. But it depends on the temperature of the water. So I can't say on this day it will change, but something will change.
Alright.
And then the fish will start to be eaten more, and then you can use more bait. Yeah.
But which color?
So I would then move over to oilies and use something that works well in the winter as well, like a cell oily or something like that, because you don't want to use fish meals in the spring because there's a lot of oil in them and the fish can't detect them as easily. So you want a bait that leaks out into the water very easily.
Alright.
Yeah. And then in the summer, fish meals are the ones.
2 years ago, everyone told just fruit on the summer, fish meal on the winter.
No, the opposite. Opposite. It's not the smell or the taste, it's the nutrition. Fish meal nutrition, the fish can't absorb it in the winter time, but when the water's warm they can.
Alright.
So fish meal is the king in the summer, the bright ones are the king in the winter.
Alright.
Yeah?
Okay.
Alright, good mate.
Thank you. Thank you.
Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Never stop Never stop Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Never stop Never stop Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Never stop dreaming. Never stop Never stop Never stop dreaming.